Hi, I'm Amber Adrian, and this is your daily activation for January 2nd and actually 3rd, so Tuesday and Wednesday, because I'm taking it a little slower this week, but they will be back to daily by next week. So for now, let's check in on Tuesday and Wednesday, whenever you happen to be watching this, maybe both days, and see what's going to show up for us. So, checking in. Okay. So when I check in, it's like a candle igniting, like a light sort of blazing forth in the darkness, which is appropriate because January is dark. And once the holidays are over, it's darker. Uh, so, so what does that mean for us in terms of activation? Okay, it feels like we're igniting the new year. We're igniting our potential for the new year, what we want to call in for this new year. And maybe you know exactly what that is. Maybe you have no idea yet. That's fine. It doesn't matter, because often our brain will concoct some plan that ends up having absolutely nothing to do with reality. So this is about activating it on a deeper level, on a more of a soul level, an energetic level. So, all right, so in order to do this, just land in your body, take a few deep breaths, feel yourself landing here and now. Let any thoughts of what you need to do later, any worries or anxieties that you have right now, just feel those drain down your body, through your legs and your feet into the center of the earth where they can be just mitigated and transformed for you. Take another deep breath. And feel that fire within you. Feel your own flame igniting. Maybe it shows up in your belly. Maybe it shows up in your heart. Maybe it shows up more in your third chakra above your head. Wherever that flame shows up is fine. And if it doesn't seem to be popping in, that's fine too. We're just activating it now. So if you feel that flame, if you feel that fire, just sit with it. Just sit with your own light. Engage with it. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What inspiration is it bringing in? What is it calling in for you? And if you don't feel it or see it, that's perfect too. Just ask yourself, what would I like to call in this year? What would I like to create? What would I like to shift? What would I like to do? Who would I like to be? Who is the most ideal version of me a year hence? And so tap into that flame, tap into that ideal version of yourself. How does that feel? What is that ideal version of yourself asking of you? What do you need to do now to truly be, to truly inhabit, not become, because you are already that ideal version of yourself. You have already created what you're going to create this year. You have already become who you're going to become. Time and space is not so much of a thing, but you want to inhabit that now. And so in order to inhabit that, that flame, that fire, that ideal version of you, you need to ask her, what is she doing? What is she or he, what is he being? Is there a habit, a daily ritual, a daily like nourishing devotion that you can really show up for? Is there Is there something big? Is there something small? How is that showing up for you now? And so I'm just going to go quiet for a moment and start calling in that energy. And so just sit in that. Allow it to be fun, allow it to be playful. Don't necessarily go directly into goals. That's more your brain telling you what it thinks you need. Just be with your higher self's knowledge of this year and just kind of enjoy that. Sit in the warmth of that. So we're calling in the energy of your own guidance, your own intuition, your own divine help. However that guidance shows up for you, we're calling that in now so that you can be guided each day toward, what it is you want to be, what it is you want to create. So one thing you can do after this video is over, if you feel called to, is just check in with yourself intuitively, check in with your guidance and ask, what's the next action for me to take? Whether that's to sit down and start creating for half an hour, whether that's to go out and, be in the woods and ground yourself in the earth. Maybe it's taking a nap. Maybe it's calling in, the vision of whatever it is you want to create in your business or in your life. It can be anything. Just check in and ask for that guidance, ask for that, and just continue moving with that guidance. And that's how we step into our next incarnation. So I hope that's helpful for today and for Wednesday. Just allow this to be a gentle, loving, light process, but also show up to it with intention and courage. And in that way, the year will begin unfolding for you really beautifully. So thank you as always for being here, and I will see you in a couple of days.